Hello, I'm Callum Houston, and this is my Unchained Movie Review. This time I'm looking at Empire of the Ants from 1977, starring Joan Collins. Empire of the Ants was directed by legendary B-movie filmmaker Bert I. Gordon. He was famous in the 1950s for sci-fi movies such as The Amazing Colossal Man. Empire of the Ants was one of a couple of sci-fi comeback movies he made in the late 70s when drive-in exploitation films were at their peak. The other one he made was The Food of the Gods. Not only was this a comeback film for him, but it also represented the end of the horror movie phase for sexy British actress Joan Collins. She was big in the 50s and 60s, but when her career in America slowed down, she returned to her native England where she appeared in a number of horror movies, including Tales from the Crypt and I Don't Want to Be Born. After Empire of the Ants, she was on her way back up again, and she soon became a big sensation when she was cast as the scheming Alexis Colby in the hit TV series Dynasty. Collins plays a slick real estate agent who takes a group of prospective buyers by boat to see some land for sale in an isolated area of Florida. As it turns out, barrels of radioactive waste that had been dumped in the ocean caused ants to mutate and grow as large as small cars. The captain of the boat, Robert Lansing, an earring-wearing blue-collar cynic, is the hero of the movie. The group flee the attacking ants, and the survivors make it to a small town where they discover that the ants have taken over. A queen ant is using mind control to force the humans to provide them with tons and tons of sugar. We've seen this before. Everybody is possessed, like in Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Bert I. Gordon, who did the special effects, uses a combination of actual ants filmed in such a way that they look gigantic, as well as fake giant ants. He used the same special effects in The Food of the Gods, but he improves upon it in this movie. The Orem Encyclopedia of Science Fiction describes Empire of the Ants as a, quote, charmless, silly film about an unlikely group of real estate developers led by an even more unlikely Collins who are besieged by giant killer ants mutated by contact with radioactive waste, unquote. I sometimes wonder if the reviewers in that book actually like science fiction movies. It doesn't always seem like it. This film isn't silly at all. It's quite scary and well crafted by an old master. And there's nothing unlikely about any of the characters. But I would agree that it isn't a charming film. Everything is kind of bleak in this movie. The illegal dumping of the radioactive waste, Joan selling land in what appears to be a real estate scam, bitter characters who do a lot of arguing, and a corrupt town where the police are working for the ants. The only uplifting part is the conclusion, where the last 4 survivors escape in a boat. The movie ends with a spectacular helicopter shot of the boat traveling up a river. I would describe this film as one of the last great drive-in exploitation movies of the 70s. It has a classy music score, and the Florida setting reminds me of the 1972 nature run amok movie Frogs. It's a masterful end to the career of a renowned B-movie director. And Joan Collins as the desperate real estate agent is not only lovely to look at, but she plays her part perfectly, as do all the actors. So that's my Unchained movie review for this week. Empire of the Ants from 1977 starring Joan Collins. I'm Callum Houston. Thank you for listening, and please check in again for future movie reviews.